In a distant galaxy, far beyond the reaches of human telescopes, there existed a planet called Lumina. Lumina was home to an advanced civilization of beings who had long since mastered interstellar travel, quantum communication, and the art of coexisting harmoniously with their environment. Among them was a curious young alien girl named Zylara. Zylara was known for her insatiable curiosity and her tendency to question everything. Her latest obsession: humans. Zylara had stumbled upon an ancient data crystal during one of her explorations in the Lumina archives. The crystal contained fragmented records of a species called humans, as her translator interpreted it, from a planet called Earth. The records were incomplete, but they painted a bizarre and contradictory picture of these creatures. Humans were described as both compassionate and cruel, intelligent yet irrational, creative yet destructive. Zylara couldn't wrap her head around it. How could one species embody such extremes? Determined to understand, Zylara convinced her parents to let her embark on a solo mission to Earth. Equipped with a cloaking device, a universal translator, and a holographic projector that allowed her to blend in as a human, she set off on her journey. When Zylara arrived on Earth, she found herself in the middle of a bustling city. The sights, sounds, and smells overwhelmed her senses. Humans were everywhere, walking, talking, laughing, arguing. She activated her holographic disguise, taking on the appearance of a teenage girl with bright blue hair. She thought it looked fun, and began her exploration. Her first encounter was with a street performer playing a guitar. The music was unlike anything she had ever heard. Raw, emotional, and strangely beautiful. She watched as passers-by dropped coins into the performer's hat. Some smiled, others ignored him, and a few even scoffed. Zylara tilted her head, confused. Why do some humans give while others don't? Are they not all the same species? She approached the performer and asked, "Why do you play music on the street instead of in a concert hall?" The man chuckled. "Not everyone gets to play in concert halls, kid. I do this because I love it and it helps me get by." Zylara nodded, though she didn't fully understand. Love. Survival. These concepts seemed intertwined in ways that baffled her. Next, Zylara wandered into a park. She saw children playing, couples holding hands, and an elderly man feeding pigeons. The scene was peaceful, but her attention was drawn to a heated argument nearby. Two humans were shouting at each other over a piece of litter on the ground. "How hard is it to throw your trash in a bin?" one yelled. "Mind your own business," the other retorted. Zylara's eyes widened. Why are they so angry over something so small, she wondered. She approached them and said, "Excuse me, why don't you just pick up the trash together and solve the problem?" Both humans stared at her as if she had grown a second head. "Who asked you?" one snapped before storming off. Zylara sighed. Humans were even more confusing up close. As the days passed, Zylara observed more contradictions. She saw humans donating to charity while others hoarded wealth. She witnessed acts of incredible bravery alongside moments of cowardice. She marveled at their ability to create breathtaking art and technology, yet she also saw them destroy their own environment. One evening, Zylara found herself in a small cafe. She struck up a conversation with an elderly woman named Margaret, who was sipping tea and reading a book. "Why do humans do such contradictory things?" Zylara asked bluntly. Margaret chuckled. "Oh, my dear, that's just what it means to be human. We're flawed, complex creatures. We're capable of great love and terrible hate, incredible kindness and shocking cruelty. It's what makes us who we are." Zylara frowned. "But how do you live with such contradictions?" Margaret smiled. "We learn, we grow, and we try to be better." Some of us succeed, some of us don't. But we keep trying. Zylara's time on Earth was coming to an end, but she still felt like she had more questions than answers. On her final day, she visited a school. She watched as children laughed, played, and learned. She saw a teacher patiently helping a struggling student, and she noticed how the other children encouraged their classmate. In that moment, Zylara felt a glimmer of understanding. Humans weren't just their contradictions. They were the sum of their choices. They had the capacity for both good and bad, but what mattered was what they chose to act on. As she boarded her ship to return to Lumina, Zylara reflected on her journey. Humans were messy, unpredictable, and often frustrating, but they were also capable of incredible beauty and resilience. She realized that their contradictions were what made them unique. Back on Lumina, Zylara shared her findings with her family and friends. Humans are complicated, she said. They're not perfect, but they're trying. And maybe that's what makes them so fascinating. Her younger brother, Zylo, tilted his head. Do you think we'll ever meet them properly? Zylara smiled. Maybe one day. But for now, I think we can learn a lot from them, about ourselves and about what it means to be alive. As she gazed at the stars, Zylara felt a newfound appreciation for the strange, contradictory species she had encountered. Humans were flawed, yes, but they were also full of potential. And in their imperfections, she saw a reflection of her own journey to understand the universe.